It's more of the same that got them in this position to begin with, and now they just can't stop doing it. That's it.
There's no brain trust. There's no one there who can execute and think right about these things and write the TV. So, when there isn't a backbone at the end, because Tony Khan thinks he knows everything about wrestling, he doesn't understand, as you've pointed out many, many times, what to do, when to do it, how to do it, why to do it.
With who to do it.
But he's seen it, so he does it. And then no one gets any further than they've been, and everyone feels like they're just floating in water. Another AEW Dynamite. I'm getting sick of this show, I have to say.
Well, and that's the thing is that there are no money matches. And there are, because he picks, even if he wants to redo stuff that he's seen done in the past, he picks the wrong people to do it. In hindsight, what if, a completely different actor played Rocky or whatever? Some things just work with a particular person. He can't pick talent, and he can't pick the talent to listen to because he's indie minded. So he naturally gravitates to the kids that want to play wrestling instead of the guys that want to be major stars. And so there's no money matches. You can't say for the World Tag Team title, I'd love to see this fucking goddamn angle come to a big conclusion, because there ain't none. Say the world title, we haven't even seen the belt because of this lunatic fucking Moxley's goddamn fantasies that he's got about this underground tough guy club that he's president of. And the roster, there's some talent there, not as much as there used to be, but it's hidden by all the indie shit to where that it's just diluted. It's watered down.
That was Jim Cornette, man. If you haven't listened to him, you should listen to him. I love listening to him when I'm at work. So, I watched AEW when I was at work. And I'm just in at work just watching it. And I'm looking at it like, I get why, Anarchy in the Arena is one of those matches that is going to be a whole lot of fun because they're just going to do some wild and crazy shit. Now, that is where, the indie stuff, it's like an indie Super Bowl because they're going to do any and every wild and crazy thing that they can think of. And I want to see it. It's a car wreck. If that's your style of entertainment that you like to watch, I go for it, but it's just not me. But it's fun to watch. As far as everything else in this show, though, got to talk about this a little bit. The Mercedes Moné stuff is interesting to me because, one, she's holding a championship that she shouldn't hold, which is the TBS championship. I think that title needs to be on Anna Jay and let Anna Jay kind of run the secondary women's division in AEW. But I agree with Mercedes going towards the world title. She should have had that title from the get-go, but I can't deny how Toni Storm has elevated her character to just being one of the top things in AEW. She's kind of like the Rhea Ripley, but over there, as far as popularity. But there's nobody like Rhea Ripley, though. So, you know what I mean? But over there, she does her thing over there. I enjoyed her on commentary like I always do. She's funny. She's quick-witted. But you got to know that Mercedes is just going to beat her at All In so Mercedes can get that championship. Because I don't trust Mercedes because she has creative control over herself. So for her to do the job is going to be something that she's going to have to kind of agree to unless they try to screw her over. And she's going up against Jamie Hayter, who's somebody who thinks that she's from That 70s Show, who has lost steam since she got back. She was the AEW World Champion. I forgot she was a world champion there. Because Tony Khan doesn't know how to like book somebody coming back and keep them strong. Look at all the people that have had an injury and then just came back. And like, what are they doing now? Hobbs came back from an injury. Where is he at now? He's a trio champion. He should be elevated more so than where he is now, but he's just where he is. Adam Cole, where is he? Where is Adam Cole? I don't even think that he was on Collision. I haven't seen him in a minute. It's like these people, they just go away. The Young Bucks are going to do what they want to do. This is fun for them because they're indie people. They come from this backyard, hardcore, flipping through tables, doing all these crazy things. This is what they live for. So, of course, they're going to put everything that they have into that. But it's not doing anything. Maybe it's a ratings boost. I get that because last week their ratings went up to like 680-some thousand people watching. But not a lot of those people stayed. So at the end of the day, they're just making TV for them. They're just making TV for them. And it's cool, but it's not going to get you anywhere that you want to be as far as like popularity and growing an audience. Maybe they're growing it now because these people are coming back for like this time of year. I want them to succeed. But they got a lot of issues. People getting beat left and right, then they come on the show and then these announcers are trying to make them a big deal, but I've already seen you lose several times. Like Sky Blue came back, and then she started to beat up on Mina. And I'm like, you've lost. You came back and you're lost. You're a loser. So where are you going to go with you? Nowhere. Not as long as Mercedes has the TBS championship. Where are you going to go? But on Collision, where's Megan Bain? She should be front row and center right here in the women's division. And where is she? She's on Collision, getting her time cut because you're cutting to Black Adam. They're cutting this man's feed here, mid in the show. And people want to chalk that up as like technical errors. No, it's not. It's not technical errors, bro. No one's watching this shit. Now Speedball is finna go up against Okada. Come on, man. You're just doing shit just to do it. None of it makes any sense. The tag team division is just terrible. It's absolutely god-awful. There's no one for these people to go up against and face. You're bringing Dustin Rhodes out there, man. I don't want to see him no more. He looks terrible. The big bags under his eyes that look like they're turning blue, and it's not the face paint. His arms are frail. I don't want to see this guy out here. Who cares about them? Talking about we're going to give you the fight of our lives on Sunday. Man, if they don't go in there and just squash them, then, but they're going to give Dustin Rhodes a little shine. They're going to give him a little shine, but it's not going to be, he should, look at what they're up against over here. Look at who the Hurt Syndicate have up against over here. They turned FTR heel. You don't even see them. You turned them heel with no direction so that they can feud with Danny Garcia? Are you kidding me? What was the point? Almost the biggest angle that you had at that time involving Edge, and it's all for nothing because it's not being showcased on Dynamite. They're not out here trying to rack up wins on Dynamite to go after the championships that they said that they were going to focus on. But where are you on the main show to proclaim that? He doesn't know how to format TV properly. Tony Khan is he just books stuff that he wants to see, but he's like, he has ADHD. He goes all around the place and he forgets who he even has on his roster. I thought the tag match, the little tag match that started the show, it was entertaining because and I liked it. I liked it for what it was. You got to look at these matches for what they are. Not like any logic behind booking, storytelling, keeping up with shit. Just watch the matches how they are. I got high as shit and I just watched this match. Went through 2 blunts. Just entertained. It tickled me because it's going to be a choreographed from start to finish. You do this, you do this. That's how all the Young Bucks matches are. So when you see them, you know what to expect. I saw something new this time because you're dealing with bigger guys now. You're not dealing with guys who can flip. But visually, it makes no sense for the Young Bucks to beat up anybody because they don't look like they can beat up anybody. So to watch a choreographed stunt show, especially at the beginning and the end, Anarchy in the Arena is going to be a fun watch. I cannot wait to watch it on Sunday. It's going to be fun to watch. Let's talk about this main event that's going to happen at Double or Nothing. I thought the promo between Adam Page and Will Ospreay, it hit what it needed to hit, but it went on for way too long. That's another thing about AEW now. It seems like this is when it becomes theater. When they go on way too long. It's not engaging because these characters are not engaging to me. Because they're the exact same as when they first started in the company. In my eyes. To you, they may be bigger stars. But to me, they're just the same as they came in. Ospreay talking about he come here every Tuesday from London, fly 15 hours over here. You don't sleep. You don't do anything. You're further proving that you don't respect the grind. Sorry. A lot of people internationally that go to WWE got fucking families. You know what they do? They fucking move to Orlando. You choose to stay over there. How much is the flight that Tony has to pay this man to fly in each and every fucking week and fly his ass back home? It's easy. I get why he signed over there. Because because he didn't want to uproot his family from over there and live in Orlando. So don't get mad when Triple H point out that some people don't respect the grind. Because you don't. You're not going to be a big star in the U.S. over in AEW. You're not. You're fooling yourself and you're delusional to think that this is going to be the biggest wrestling company in the world. It's not. This shit has been proven 2.5 years ago when this shit started to sink. So, again, you're trying to say that you want the title because you fly over here? And then on Hangman's side, he wants to prove to his son and his wife that he's not a failure. So you went through like 20-some minutes just to get to that point. That's what took so fucking long. But it was an okay go-home show. If you watch it for what it is and don't dive too deep into it, it's a very easy show to watch. It's hard to get through, but it's easy to watch. And you sit there scratching your head for the majority of it because of the booking. It is what it is at this point. These people are just going to do whatever they want to do. The inmates run the asylum over in Arkham. But looking forward to the pay-per-view on Sunday. This weekend is just all this wrestling. SmackDown. TNA got a show or something Friday or something like that. Then you got Battleground. Then you got Saturday night's main event. I'm starting to get wrestling fatigue here.